If you want to learn Russian but don't know where to start, the best way is with greetings. They're short, practical, and they open the door to every conversation. In today's video, I'll teach you the most important Russian greetings. Hello, how are you, goodbye, thank you, and more. We'll go step by step, I'll show you how to pronounce them, and by the end, you'll be able to greet someone in Russian with confidence. Let's get started. The most important word you'll need is hello. In Russian, there are two main ways to say it, depending on the situation. The formal way is здравствуйте. Don't panic. It looks long, but once you slow it down, it's not too bad. You pronounce it здравствуйте. That's the kind of hello you use when you're being polite, when you're talking to a stranger, or when you're in a professional setting. Think of it like saying good day in English. But if you're with friends or people your age, there's a much easier option. Privet. This one is pronounced privet, and it simply means hi. If you only remember one casual greeting, this is the one. After you say hello, the next step is often to ask, how are you? In Russian, the simplest way to do that is как дела. You pronounce it как дела. It literally means how are things, and it works in almost every informal conversation. If you want to be extra polite, there's a longer version. Как вы поживаете? But honestly, most people stick with the shorter one, как дела. And when someone asks you that question, you can answer with хорошо, хорошо, which means good or I'm fine. Now let's talk about goodbyes. The formal, polite way to say goodbye is до свидания. It looks complicated, but break it down. До свидания. It literally means until we meet again. This is the standard way to say goodbye in Russian, and you'll hear it everywhere. But just like in English, there's also a casual version. With friends, you can say пока. It's short, easy, and sounds like пока. It's the Russian version of bye or see ya. If you only remember one goodbye, make it this one. Of course, no conversation is complete without thank you. In Russian, that word is спасибо. You pronounce it спасибо. This is one of the most useful words you can learn because you'll use it all the time. After meals, when someone gives you directions, when someone holds the door for you. To reply when someone thanks you, you say пожалуйста. This one is a bit longer. Пожалуйста. It means you're welcome, but it also means please, depending on context. So this one word pulls double duty. Very handy to know. Let's add a few extra greetings that will make you sound more natural. In the morning, you can say доброе утро. That's доброе утро, which means good morning. During the day, you can greet someone with добрый день, добрый день, which means good afternoon, or simply good day. And in the evening, you say добрый вечер, which means good evening. Notice the pattern. Добрый means good, and then you just add the time of day. There's also one universal word you should know. Привет всем. That means hello everyone, and it's what you can say to greet a group of people. Perfect for when you walk into a room or join a call with Russian friends. Now let's practice putting some of these together. Imagine you meet someone in the morning. You could say, Здравствуйте, доброе утро. That's hello, good morning. If it's a friend, you could say, Привет, как дела? Hi, how are you? And if they say хорошо, good, you can reply with рад слышать, which means glad to hear it. At the end of the conversation, you could say, спасибо, пока. Thank you, bye. One tip for pronunciation. Russian stresses certain syllables, and that changes the sound. For example, in спасибо, the stress is on the s, спасибо. In до свидания, the stress is on d, до свидания. If you get the stress right, you'll instantly sound more natural. Don't worry if it's not perfect, though. Russians appreciate it when learners try, and most people will understand you even if your stress is a little off. The great thing about greetings is that they're easy to practice. You don't need a full conversation partner. You can practice them out loud to yourself, or even use them when you greet your reflection in the mirror. Try saying, Привет, как дела? Then answer yourself, хорошо. Then say, спасибо, пока. It might feel silly, but it's the fastest way to get the words to stick. Let's do a quick recap. For hello, you've got Здравствуйте for formal and Привет for casual. For how are you, it's как дела. Goodbye is either до свидания for polite or пока for casual. Thank you is спасибо, and you're welcome or please is пожалуйста. And don't forget the time of day greetings. Доброе утро for good morning, Dobry den for good afternoon, and Dobry вечер for good evening. With just these phrases, you can handle 90% of everyday greetings in Russian. So here's your challenge. For the next week, whenever you say hello, goodbye, or thank you in your native language, swap it with the Russian version. Say привет instead of hi, пока instead of bye, and спасибо instead of thanks. It's a simple trick, but it forces your brain to practice. And soon, these words will feel natural. Learning a new language doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start with greetings. They're short, powerful, and they make people smile. Master these, and you'll not only sound polite, you'll also build confidence to keep going deeper into Russian. So next time you meet a Russian speaker, you won't freeze. You'll smile and say, Здравствуйте, как дела? And you'll feel that connection right away. And that's the whole point of language, to connect.